Welcome to the Fake Marketer, everybody.
Hello.
Nick's back.
Hello. Hey.
Woo.
Can you really say back?
Great intro.
Is that better?
Yeah, I like that.
I've been trying. I actually
21.
listened to the
Sorry.
bad etiquette.
That's the phone's on silent. That's
Pod
the watch.
etiquette.
It's too much tech.
Too much tech. How are we, Nick? A loss?
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good.
Good weekend?
Yeah, got drunk.
Did you?
Oh,
Oh, with Nicola and... They love a drink.
Proper drunk. Well, it was a stressful week last week. Busy week, wasn't it? It was always a busy week, but it was a busy week. So I was looking forward to a drink. And then Ollie, who I'd met up with, had literally just landed from San Francisco for 4 days from work and got straight to the hotel, slept on the plane. So he was ready to get drunk and jet lag drunk. And then Nicola works for a big clothing company and she's like head of finance now. So they're selling the brand, actually. Brand's being sold.
Wow,
So she's doing all that. So she was late for about
That's
an hour.
massive.
She was about an hour and a half late, and she kept on texting saying, "I'm currently on a call with KPMG at the moment." Blah blah. Got there, necked her
Wow,
drink.
so KPMG are buying that brand?
Well, they're not. There's some Indian companies buying it.
Wow, okay. Okay. That's big news.
Yeah. So then,
Obviously,
no one knows what we're talking about. But so the drinks went down quite smoothly.
I bet they
James,
did.
and quite quickly.
That's a big, like Michael, we can't discuss, but that's a tank.
Next thing we know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're in some club with a load of 16-year-olds.
Where?
Cheltenham. Went to stay the night in Cheltenham. Great place for a night out.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it was really good. Really nice places, really nice restaurants and stuff.
Good.
So that was my weekend. Yeah, it was good. And then we chilled out for the rest of it. Thanks. Nice and warm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
You went for a run, did you?
Yeah, I went for a run. Yeah. I went for a run in the Peak District.
Oh, did you?
I had a race.
Oh, right, another one. It's too many to keep up with.
Yeah, not very good positioning, no.
You went 9th, 11th
21st.
out of.
No, I was 88th this time.
What?
298.
Oh,
It was proper runners though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Success to the last we get to your edge, you know.
No. I do. When you like look at the runners and you see when they've got clubs, so like club runners, they're all
Oh,
fucking,
right. Good.
Yeah. But I could have come a little bit. I won't go into details, but the course was fucked. So you had to go like a single sty to get over like a wall within the first
Oh, so
kilometre.
everyone's queuing. To get over it.
4 minutes.
4 minutes you're waiting to get over it.
And we were right at the back because I just thought, right.
So automatically, the people in front, yeah, they're fine. A lot of them are going to be better. Some of them aren't. It's whoever gets that kilometre sty first, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you're waiting 4 minutes. So number one has now got a 4 minute lead on you.
Yeah.
But he might be around about the same sort of ability.
Correct, yeah. So, it's not, but it's just the way it is. But no, I enjoyed it. Good race. Yes, that was fun.
Could you not leapfrog it?
No,
Could you
it was
not,
a
little
10-foot
gate
wall.
pole vault over the top?
It was a 10-foot wall.
Oh, it's a 10-foot wall.
You had to just go through like a little thing, yeah. Like it was in the peak, yeah. No.
I don't know enough about the walls in the Peak District to know what you're talking about.
Or imagine 10-foot wall and you've got a space for one person.
Okay. Out of like ancient stone was it built?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ancient stone. Yeah.
I know they're called.
I think all stones are ancient, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. So we're going to talk about it today anyway.
Nick, today on the podcast, on the Fake Marketer podcast, we're going to be discussing comments. Hateful, toxic, spammy comments on your paid and organic social.
Yeah. Get a lot of those. No, we don't. Some of our clients do.
Yeah, so what I think we should do is go through some of the comments that we get on different types of ads, what type of comments we get, good and bad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sort of back this up with some stats actually, because a lot of companies aren't using comments as effectively as they should do, especially around things like customer service. So let's give some examples of some clients like EDF is really good examples of the comments they get in a weird market, in that air source heat pump market, and some of the hilarious comments we've had. But then also some of the positive ones on how you as a marketing agency or marketing manager, business owner can use those to essentially gain some revenue and some, get some commercial gain from those comments.
I think firstly we start with, and I was only talking about this internally last week, I can't believe human beings, adults, not teenagers or 20-year-old adults, grown-up people, middle-aged people, can go that low and hateful on a comment. Isn't it unbelievable? Like, some of the stuff we read is like, wow.
Or some are amazing. Like, it's the level of detail that some go into. And we've got some examples of this, actually. So we post all these clips on TikTok. And we put one up, or Michael put one up, around the bank holidays in May or June.
That was it, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and there was like 4 in a month, wasn't there? It was absurd. And for us, it's not very good because we're trying to sell products for clients. Some of our own clients don't want to come board, all the rest of it. So commercial around that month is rubbish. And we had a moan about it, which is fair. But the comments we got, fassies.
About us being negative to it.
Yeah, so Tories not wanting the working man to have a few bank holidays off. I'm shocked. Fassies, waffling. This is so bait.
What's fassies?
I don't know.
Never heard that word, Mark.
Jason will know it.
This is so bait. No business I know struggles with a few bank holidays a year. How many businesses does he know?
But I like this because actually someone's commented back, which
Wrong.
is wrong. Manufacturing was massively impacted by the free bank holidays within 6 weeks. Supply chains were interrupted. So again, that's
so bank holidays have existed since the dinosaurs walked the earth. So bank holidays have existed since the dinosaurs walked the earth. Did they?
They've known about it since about 40 billion years ago, and every year people are prepared.
Probably slight exaggeration on the age of a bank holiday.
Like 3 billion years old.
So again, another intellectual comment.
Cheers, Matt. But the best one for me, Mark, if you scroll down into these comments, which is, I bet these two are fun on a night out.
To be fair, we are.
2 likes.
To be fair, we are a lot of fun on a night out.
Man is sat with his mate doing a podcast complaining about people not working. The irony. Which is fair. I give him that. But he doesn't know. Oh, Lads Fitness Deluxe.
He's a PT.
Of course he is.
What I eat in a day.
Yeah.
But, so, now, we've not replied to those comments, which you should have, so that's bad on us. So, people that are listening, when someone comments on your LinkedIn post, your paid media, organic media, to get organic social, you've got to reply. And the reason for that is you're going to keep people on the platform for longer, which means you're playing into that particular platform's algorithm. It's as simple as that because you'll keep people on the platform engaged. Sounds simple, but we all know the trials and tribulations, actually how time-consuming comments are. But we can go on to that maybe later.
No one likes to employ someone, no one can be bothered themselves.
It's normally just someone, it sits on someone's to-do list.
Who
which
also can't be bothered.
Also can't be asked because they've got to think.
Yeah, and it's not producing revenue, so people in the business don't probably care about it as much.
Correct. So we'll take those comments away, but what comments do we typically get on paid ads from your side? What comments do you typically see? If we use EDF as an example, because that's a...
Well, yeah, the positive and negatives from EDF. So you'll get... it's a controversial industry, isn't it? So we're talking about energy, we're talking about heat pumps.
Green energy, yeah.
And we've got a lot of people who think that it's all down to government and they're trying to do this and they're trying to do that. Is there a truth to it? No one really knows because it's just like that, isn't it? But at the end of the day, whether these dates keep getting pushed back, one thing that we found with it, which was great from a commentary point of view, is trying to create a conversation. And the thing that we found with that industry is that if you create that conversation well, and just being an advert, I think the one I'm talking about, which was it's 2.5, probably 3 years ago now, isn't it? 2.5 years ago, was the image was just based. Not including replies to that one ad, which is incredible.
I think it was over 1,000 in the end.
It probably was. But the thing is, yes, you got the people who are bringing the negative, and it wasn't like what you've just example there of. It was to do with people who actually, as a consumer, thought they know what they're talking about, and maybe do know what they're talking about, and maybe those people are actually looking at changing into heat pumps or changing their energy or going renewable energy. So they're doing a lot of research into it. Like, there's certain things from an advertising point of view that you probably couldn't say, because if they actually owned up to a lot of the stuff to do with this renewable energy, people wouldn't do it, would they? Because it takes this long for you to get your return, all this sort of stuff. But you're not going to say that in an advert. You're not going to try and sell a product by saying, hey, this product is great. You will make your money back from renewable energy in 25 years' time, because no one's going to buy it because they're going to go, well, I'll think about that in year 24. But it starts creating a conversation. And I think as long as you can, I think the thing was with that one was you need to be able to handle those comments, because I think it's really important for the company to also comment back with intelligent. I think on a few of those things, the people we found at that particular company, they were starting to argue, weren't they? It was becoming a bit of back chat with the comments, and it wasn't quite hard to be professional, because and that's where it's key on who you put in the business to look after it. You can't just let your sales team deal with it. No. You can't go, oh yeah, there's big opportunities there, because they're going to start being confrontational when people wind you up, don't they? You're on a comment and someone comes out with something and you say, oh, who do you think you know where it's going to go. But great, you can have some great results with it.
Well, they are, and that one was really interesting, because there were some negative comments, government led and all that stuff, which is fine, and everyone can have their opinion. But the ones where people are tagging their friends in, or they're putting, that's interesting, or the rest of it, there's opportunities there.
Well, our other client, we found out last week, one of the exercises we're going to do this month is count off the ads they do, because a lot of ads going out, how many tags there were tagging a friend, because all they need to do is a copy and paste exercise where they can just go, tag your friend on the particular product, which is like a freebies thing, and then say, oh, Jennifer, I'm really glad if you're interested, all you need to do is follow this link and follow us into the sign-up process. Let's say 500 people were tagged every month, and half of those continue by clicking that link. That makes a difference to our cost per acquisition for the whole campaign in a month. Yeah,
it's huge. It's absolutely huge. But not many people see that as an opportunity.
Do you think that's because it's not the cool thing and no one's educating them? So like, even if you think of us as an agency, it's all about the KPIs on the areas that we can all essentially attribute. Mm-hmm. Even though that's a hard word nowadays. But people aren't attributing comments. They're not thinking about it. It's hidden away in something. Until the negative ones start coming through, that's when they start piping.
But no, someone's tagged. So let's say I saw a deal for those awesome pans, right? And I tagged you in it. Mm-hmm. There's a reason I've tagged you in it.
Because you want me to see it.
Because I want you to see it and go,
oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
I should buy that.
Absolutely. There's an opportunity there.
Yeah.
It's
that
not
company carried on going, what are you looking for? I'm like, oh yeah, but they're a bit expensive. It's like, okay, well, we're doing a 25% off offer or 20% off offer right now.
There is so much money.
Yeah.
Left on the table when it comes to tagging friends in, because we do it. Like if I'd saw some, we've done it. I've tagged you in a couple of things and gone, oh, have a look at this, Michael. Whether it's like a link to YouTube or whichever, because I know Michael's in market because we're doing some video stuff or whichever. For that, it makes sense. But why would you just leave them sat there? Mm. And the problem is that it's on someone's to-do list.
Yeah.
And you've got to think. I know this sounds really bad, but you've got to think about, right, how am I going to respond to this comment, even if it is just a tag? Because really, they've just tagged someone in. But you need to look at it intelligently and go, there's an opportunity. That person has tagged their friend in. Why is that? Now, is it because it's funny? Well, if it's not a funny type of post, then it's not like the stuff I send you on.
Yeah, we do it. We probably tag 3 times a day. Twice. Actually, no, more at weekends, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the weekends, not the week. But I will send you some stuff because it's comedy. But if I'd sent you one which is about some pans, you'd watch it.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't go, ha ha.
Because you're being given, it's referred, isn't it?
It's a referral.
And you trust a referral. Absolutely. Trust that referral.
It's a referral. That's all it is. It's an absolute referral. It's a quicker referral than any other means. If you go into a restaurant, and someone's like, how do you hear of that? Like if you're at the Browns in Oxford, if I went there tomorrow and they went, oh, how'd you hear about that? I said, oh, friend came last week. It's a referral.
Yeah.
But there's no difference.
Refer me to HelloFresh.
There you go.
12 boxes. In 4 weeks' time, I would have done 12 boxes of that. How much revenue is that? We're talking 36 quid a month, down to 28, 35 quid a month.
Or 360, or it's about 400 quid. But yeah, it's fine. That's 400 quid they've made because I've gone, here you go, Nick. That is what a tag is.
Yeah.
When you're tagging your mate in, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So they need to be looked at. But I've got some stats because although people are tagging the mates in, I've got a few stats for you, Nick. You know I love a stat. Right, so this is more around actually how customer service is changing. And actually you said to me the other day that you did this. So 1 in 3 people would rather get help from a company on social media than by calling or emailing them. 60% of people who moan about something on social media want the company to get back to them within an hour. And almost 70% of shoppers have used social media at least once to sort out a problem with their online order. You did this.
Yeah. I bought some jewellery for Caroline, and
sweet.
Then we went on holiday, and I was expecting it to be delivered. And it's, a small box. Diamonds are small, aren't they? So, joking. So I'd gone through the letterbox, got back, it's not there. You know when you've been away and everything, you're just like, I'm sure I was supposed to be getting, Forgot about it. A week later, I was like, so where is this actually? So I sent an email. Website was down. I'm like, here we go. So sent an email, didn't get a reply. Sent another email, didn't get a reply. Social media. Let's get on the social media. So DM them. I got a reply back from the owner at 7:15 in the morning. Brought up my order. It's not like a huge company. It's got staff though, so it's not, Brought up my order, had a look. Yeah, it's been delivered. I said it hasn't. Didn't question it. Got another one in stock. Have it out to you. We'll also put another gift in. So she ended up getting 2 sets of earrings, which she liked each as much of each other for the little mistake. I didn't mind the mistake in that. At that point.
So where were they?
Don't know. Never been delivered. Someone's got them. So, but it was, the service was instant. At that time in the morning, I was not expecting to get anything back.
I always use social. If you've got an issue with an online order, get online. Fuck the emails.
This was a DM. So do you go online? Do you DM it? Or do you go online and comment?
So the example I've got, which is sort of around one of the other stats I've got here, which is 88% of people will not buy something from a business if they see unanswered complaints on social media. So for me, I was doing some research for a client of ours around I told you, because I was going to give some stuff to Josh actually, or Felix, which is old clothes. Vintage clothes. Old clothes, sorry. Because I thought it was really good for brand and I thought that brilliant. They could do like these lucky bags for like Mercedes, Ferrari, etc., and get rid of some old stock. I thought it'd be really cool. So I thought I'd see what it's like. So before I ordered, I was looking for their comments because I was being bombarded on TikTok with their ads. Really good ads, actually. And I went on the comments and I couldn't believe the amount of unanswered complaints. Where's my order? And
no one going back to them?
No one going. This was weeks. Now, there was a few different vintage companies doing it at the time, but this one was horrendous. It was so bad.
If you see that, you're just going to be like, oh, well.
I didn't buy from them. I spent 100 quid with another company, and I wasn't going to wear this stuff. This was just to see how it worked for one of our clients. And yeah, it was incredible. I could not believe. But again, if you'd have gone online and posted to that jewellery company and said, where's my order? And they didn't come back to you, and Michael went on to buy something for Jasmine, you're not going to buy anything, are you?
No. No. But going by the comments and stuff, so another one of our clients, when I suddenly see the sales go up in a day across, their shop, it's usually because they've had more comments, and then it's not every single day, but let's say 3 times a week, a couple of members of their staff then answer all those comments of people saying, oh, have you got this size? Oh, do you think it will fit this? Do you think it will fit that? And they get sales off the back of it. And that's when we have the stronger days.
But this is why good engagement on social media can help. So like you've just said about that jewelry company, which goes on to this next little stat, which is 71% of shoppers who get good help from a company on social media would tell their friends to shop there too. Good example. So if Mike said to you today, I'm looking for some jewelry for Jasmine for her birthday, you'd go, I had a brilliant experience actually. Say to go and reach out to this company. You would.
Yeah.
I know this seems really normal.
Well, that same company for the earrings, Caroline went for a baby thing yesterday with friends. They saw her earrings and saw her necklace. question where a necklace from. They've gone on today and they've bought the same necklace from that same shop they got the earrings from. So that's 2 sales.
That's 2 sales, and it's a referral. It's just mic drops, isn't it? I can't obviously.
I know.
I can't mic drop because Mike will tell us off. But it's good.
Yeah, it's really powerful, and people need to pay a lot of attention to it.
But a couple more stats here. So we've got customers spend between 20 to 40% more were with the business that chats and responds to them on social media, which I think is right. I know I have. And the really interesting one here, which is around, again, business owners and marketing managers in terms of time. So sorting out a customer's problem on social media can cost a business 1/6 of what it would if you'd sort it out over the phone. So like 7:15 in the morning, you're not going to ring someone at 7:15 in the morning. He or she, whoever the owner is, has done a quick
Search
one,
my order.
Done.
Got access to the Shopify short store where they host it.
Yeah.
Yep, then we've got another one in stock, we'll get it sent out.
But 1/6, how much money is that saving? It's a lot of dough, isn't it?
The other thing is with comments is also organic and paid, you are going to be boosted at the algorithm. Yeah. So if you're trying to grow organically, you need to comment and start that conversation. The algorithm sees the conversation, keeping people on the platform. They're going to help you find more people organically. And from a pay point of view, they'll bring prices down. Now, it's not an amount of money that makes you go, oh my God, if I do that, I can't believe it. CPM dropped by 10% last. It's not like that. But the overall algorithm is just going to help you reach more people. You're trusted as an advertiser on the platform, aren't you? So the algorithm's picking up on the fact that your ads are getting comments, you're getting engagement on it, you're replying to it, you're active, it's all positive. They're going to go and help find more people see your content because they want other people to have that experience because it keeps them on the platform.
Yeah, it's simple.
Apart from, people do talk about if it's negatives, it can have a different effect. I don't know if there's any proof out there for that.
There's no proof, if
and
anything.
I also think that whether it's negative or positive, if it's all being dealt with and it's how did social media start? That was social media. The posting and the adverts and all that, that's all new. That was social media before. It's conversation. It was people being on a channel and creating something, which takes me to something actually I heard at the weekend, which is a slightly divergent, but TikTok is being, people started to talk about TikTok as, will it be the new all-encompassing social channel? And the people that I'm listening to are like, well, no, it can't, because they're trying to bring in so the new TikTok shops is something that's absolutely brilliant. So that's where Amazon is actually going to be like, oh, this is quite hard because it's actually...
TikTok shop is interesting because we spoke about this a few years ago on your podcast. I don't know if anyone knows that Nick's got his own podcast.
Let's run Facebook as a podcast.
Yeah, that one. And we said, didn't we, live shopping is that new QVC,
Yeah, but Facebook has never...
It's never nailed it.
It's still quite never nailed it, hasn't it? And but TikTok shops...
TikTok
doing really well because you can buy it, pay for it, and do everything on the platform without leaving it.
Yeah.
And really, really quickly, to the point that I know 2 people now who aren't influencers, but they have a decent following. And they're just normal people. They're not even doing it for money, okay? They've actually started making money only in the last month because both of them have got a baby, and they've basically started going, they've just basically gone, I know, I'm going to start being friendly to the shops that I want to get stuff from. Those shops are sending little freebies. They're doing a little video from it. And then that is stemmed. And we're talking in weeks. That is stemmed from to go, oh, what's this TikTok shops? And then they've taken the product. They've got their affiliate code. And now it's become affiliate marketing through your own channel. And to the point that some of the guys and girls who are bigger at it have started taking stock because they can make more money than that. They can on Amazon.
TikTok shops flying.
Yeah.
It's one that I want to discuss actually on this because...
We'll do that on another one. But from a social media platform, we're watching video on it. If we then see a sponsored video, which is your running trainer or something like that, that makes us stop. But what TikTok hasn't got yet, and this is where people in the industry who I'm listening to are like, can't see how it's going to change to make it a social platform. Because it's not a social platform. People are commenting, but they're not creating... conversations between friends, like Facebook, that's what it's for. It's friends. Instagram is for friends. You've got DMs, you communicate. I still communicate with some friends through Instagram.
I can't see it becoming that all-encompassing.
No.
platform.
But that's what they're trying to do. But as a sales channel, starting to become, I mean, you sent me that, another referral. So you sent me that My Protein, didn't you? And I got one for like $6.99. It's great. I really like the flavour. And it's only a small one. So that's where the $6.99 came in. But it's only a small one. I'm going to go and order a bigger one. Yeah. Because I thought the flavour was great. From a comment that you referred me to from TikTok.
I did, yeah.
And then since I bought from that, the algorithm's picked up. Yeah. And the amount of people who aren't influencers.
Have you had Kai?
I don't know. The one we like. No, I haven't had him. But the amount of going, you've got to do this. And they're trying to become influencers because they're making a small commission out of getting people to buy that product. Yeah. Just like the person I probably would have bought from that, he's made some money out of me buying that. Again. I love how all these platforms start changing all this stuff. It's so cool.
But but comments will never change. It's the one thing out of all these platforms that never change, whether it's YouTube, whether it's...
They're all there.
LinkedIn. People will comment on whatever your content you're posting, and there's opportunities there.
Yeah.
Just you need to analyse them and go, right, why has... And it's easy. When you're a smaller outfit and someone's commenting, you've only got a certain number, it's easy to do. When you're scaling and you've got multiple ads and all the rest of it, I understand the complexities to it. But who knows? There might be a platform out there in the future.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, you know the Ben Heath guy.
Yeah.
I was looking at his YouTube channel because I listen to him and he's good at what he does, and he comments to all the comments. Yeah, so he's getting 11,000 views on his videos more, and he comments on them. And there's another guy in the industry who I talk to and communicate with, but gone down a little bit in my estimations lately because it seems to be a bit greed. You know how we don't like certain people when you see the true colours. Because it gets a little bit greedy. It's all like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And then it's like, can you only scratch my back?
Yeah, it's not for us.
He doesn't comment on anything. So it's one of those, isn't it? You can start, it's interesting how you start seeing how people are.
But you need to comment back. You need to reply. And but I'm bad on my LinkedIn, if I'm being really honest. I get a lot of comments and I don't. And it's a hands up from me. But it's the only thing that doesn't change.
Wish they had a platform for it.
I wish we had a platform for it. Who knows? But I think that's comments, isn't it, in a nutshell?
Yeah. Just do it. Take the time. I think, and this even goes to us, but it's like, luckily my podcast doesn't really create comments. My YouTube channel is just, we're not there quite there, are we, Michael? We'll get there.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Good. Well done.
Get lost.
And actually tell you what, since we've changed the style of the way we do them and the thumbnails, we've trebled the amount of views we get in them 3 weeks.
And why haven't you done a LinkedIn post about it? How I've scaled Nick's by 3 times, 300%.
Yeah, let's do it. It's good because that's just come down to thumbnails. All we did was go, let's try thumbnails and a better headline.
That's a good idea, isn't it? You could post it tonight.
Yeah.
Won't happen.
Tomorrow. Have you done my podcast yet? Have you posted it? Is it up? Is it on the platform? It's out on Wednesday like that.
On Wednesday. But yeah, comment. Yeah. Reply to the comments, understand them, and see whether there's good opportunities. And
it's making it a habit, isn't it? Like lots of things that we do and don't, but we're trying to make them habits. And if you can go on for half an hour a day and just go 2 comments for that week, even if it's a weekly thing, if you're not that big or whatever,
just understand that it's part of it.
Yeah.
So if you're running ads, if you're putting a load of time on Canva and you're creating, organic posts, comments are part of that journey, and the comments have to be responded to or hidden. If you've got some really negative or unfortunately racism or the rest of it that happens on there, toxic, you can delete or hide.
Don't delete them, always hide them.
So go on.
If you delete it, the person, and this is really interesting because we're going back to the first thing I said at the beginning of this podcast is I can't believe how some humans work. But a human will comment, and then if you delete it, I've seen messages come back saying, oh, so you're deleting my comments then. They're actually going back to see if the company has deleted the comments. Mm. If you hide it, if you go with the hide option, everyone else doesn't see it, but the person who wrote it still sees it.
Yeah.
So...
Well, they think they're still being seen, and they've got one up. But that the one you're discussing there about they kept coming back, is can you remember that it was for safe hands actually, the ones that sent the vultures. So we whether it's paid, whether it's organic. This one guy used to put a gif of the 4 vultures in the Jungle Book, that sat on the tray. He would anything, any post, paid, organic. There he is. It was amazing. It was brilliant, and he was consistent. Like, I love it. He was so consistent.
These are the people you need to get to work for your brand to comment positively.
It's incredible, isn't it?
They got the time.
Yeah, I remember that guy. But we're going to leave it there. Nick, we're only recording 1 episode this week.
I know, thank you.
Because I've got to go back and put my little daughter to bed.
Yeah. I'm going to go and put my big daughter son to bed. Well, do you know, talk about those words came out completely well.
So fucking strange.
Yeah, that sounded really weird.
Oh my God.
Tell you what, so difference in our lives.
You haven't got a daughter.
Difference in our lives now. So Felix is at home and his mate's coming round because on the 31st for Halloween.
A big chair.
Is there a DJ name?
I don't know, actually. Don't know. I'll ask. So he's going to be, that'll be a quiet household tonight.
No, because they'll have headphones in, won't they?
Not when they're trying to listen to each other, getting the set right.
This is more your game, Michael, so yeah.
So yeah, they'll be doing that on his decks.
Yeah. So we're done. Nick, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
I thought that was a good podcast, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
It's because the content we've been discussing this for a while.
It's content's key.
Yeah, content's key. Anyway, right, everyone, have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.